Do y'all ever just listen to a band and just sit back and say, wow, damn, they're good? That's how I feel about Full of Hell, and I want to just praise them for a minute because I think that if you haven't listened to them, please go listen to them. I want to talk about why I think that they're so amazing and why I have really been enjoying their new collaboration with Primitive Man, Suffocating Hallucination. Full of Hell, if you're unfamiliar with them, they are a power violence and a grindcore band, though you cannot really tag them down to a single genre definition. They have dabbled in black metal, death metal, power violence, grindcore, noise. They are literally so like genre bending that you can't really nail them down. They have done a lot of collaborations with a variety of artists, whether it be The Body, Primitive Man, Merzbow, and they always have a completely different style almost with every collaboration, because one thing that I respect a hell of a lot from them is they always let the people that they are collaborating with take the floor and have their own influence on the sound. Even if it's a joint collaboration, a lot of times bands will pretty much drown each other out or segregate themselves into two different lanes where their musical styles just diverge from each other, and it is like a jarring listen that you can't really fully enjoy because it's switching up so much, where you're pretty much only there for one artist or the other, when in reality I think a good collaboration lets both bands shine in their own right, and Full of Hell have pretty much nailed that on every front with their collaborations. Now, I will say that there are some Full of Hell collaborations I'm not the biggest fan of, but by the same token, I can respect the musicality and I can respect how they approach songwriting. But the main reason that I respect Full of Hell and think that they are just a fantastic band overall is how they are in genres that are notorious for blurring into a flurry and a haze that you can't quite discern, and making things that are just not really that intelligible or comprehensible or lack any sort of substance that would either make you come back to it or last past its runtime or be anything that isn't just like, wow, yeah, that was heavy, that was noisy, but now what? Full of Hell actually incorporate a hell of a lot of musical complexity into their riff writing, into their production techniques, and I see them a lot like how I see the band Nails, where yes, it's heavy as all hell, it is so brutal, it is so fast, it's frantic, it is just feverish. It goes at a pace that is like bullets flying through the sky. But by the same token, if you pick it apart and listen to it on multiple listens, the way that they utilize things like noise and distortion and the way that they write their riffs not only have a lot of dimension to them, but so much bite and so much surprising intelligence. It's hard enough when you're part of one of these genres to be memorable, but when you're incorporating so many genres into one thing and you can still be memorable, that is impressive, because I think a lot of bands miss the mark when they try to just be so heavy, so over the top, so brutal that they miss the mark on making good music first and foremost. And I have went back to a record like Trumpeting Ecstasy so many times, not because I was wanting to hear something so heavy and so constant, because there are a million other bands that can give me that level of intensity and that level of speed, but finding a band that can have a genre bending style that is so crisply produced and so amazingly performed, that shit is rare. I don't personally leave a Full of Hell release asking myself, what the hell did I just listen to? Sometimes it can be a little jarring at first and you sit back like, damn, I've not really heard anything this heavy. But heaviness does not indicate good music. But yeah, I just got off like my 4th or 5th listen of Suffocating Hallucination, and I'm a huge Primitive Man fan. I could talk about them too, but it's one of my favorite records that have released recently. Definitely go check it out. I'll put it in the description box below if you want to go listen to it yourself. But if you haven't listened to Full of Hell, I highly suggest it, because I just think they're a great band, and I wanted to give them their own video real quick just praising the hell out of them, because they're not just all noise and no substance. They genuinely have a great style and put things together in a musically complex and interesting way, in my opinion. What are your thoughts of Full of Hell? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Let me know down in the comment section below. I can't wait to hear it. Maybe you disagree entirely. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is. My name is Jay Morris, and I'm signing off saying farewell.